of the world, here is Two-Man, David Lennox.
Conduct. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch him up.
Nearly 1,000 Tua supporters flew in from New Zealand. Another few hundred from Samoa. Lewis from Canada have come in. It's a truly international event at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Lennox begins, and Tua leaps forward with a left hook. His trademark punt in the action. To begin the action. Tua has already shown you his great chin.
Lennox Lewis' best punch in boxing is still the left jab. Don't stop using the jab. You open up the head.
Tua misses again, leaping in with the left hook. Steps into a more familiar posture. That's the way Lennox fights, has a big chin to go past his front knee, the left knee.
So David Tua's best thing is to stay low so Lennox Lewis' hands are low. You gotta drop them to throw your right hand, as they are now. That right hand is down. Keep it
Tua
there.
stays low. Lewis seems content to parry him and
Lewis should let him know I am the boss
Tua
tonight. You back away from me. Shot if your hands are by your chin. You can't get the opponent that's too low.
Earlier there were a couple of good punches to it, and now Tua is being a little bit more
around the shoulder. Maybe the great
You gotta land
equalizer.
some body punches when you're fighting a puncher, because he only can stay strong if you
He
don't.
landed 20 jabs. Tua got credit for 4 of 34 observers. From the round 2 begins with Lewis sticking the jab, sticking the jab, sticking the jab, range finder from Lewis. Tua looking and looking. Lewis just throwing the jab.
Tua's got to do some intimidation.
Lennox Lewis is
and make him
He
think
got
that
one punch to the rib cage a moment ago. Right hand from Lewis.
The jab, he can beat him all night with it.
Thrown very hard to begin working.
Now Lewis is falling into the bad trap. You don't want to drop your hand anywhere near his boxing. He's doing his weaving. Every time that Lewis seems to see something, he takes it away from him. But you got
just as you said that, of course, Tua took advantage and
to do something to make Lewis want to fight. There you are. That's the punch that's going to make Lewis decide I'm getting even.
The time-honored symbol between fighters. Oh, you didn't hurt me. Lewis seemed to try to grab Tua, and a vicious left to the belly. So Tua begins to mount his attack now midway through round.
Don't try to pay him back. Lewis,
top of it.
Don't do anything for a few rounds until you get to know this fella. He hits you, go right back to your make certain it stays the left hand, left jab.
Concentration, and Tua hits him with the right hand. The Tua supporters in the crowd going cold as Lewis lands up. You're looking at the cautious, tactical Lennox.
Jab your way. Keep your title with a left jab. If that's the only punch you can land, use it.
Answered with a leaping left as the second round came to a close.
to his hair and just landing more punches.
And landing a right hand, which Tua answered with
Below the belt level, let's see it. Bad of a
But
low
it was-
blow.
Yeah, that
it
was a
wasn't,
low blow, Larry.
but it was low. And at the end of the round, a leaping punch right on the nose.
The fighter's going the way Tua wants
this
the guy
guy
running from. Jab, keep him running. Make him afraid to throw his right hand.
gave it to Tua, Lewis on the basis of his aggression and that left hook that he landed at the end. That's what will excite the Tua followers.
Keeping his jab, he can do it all night. Move to Tua's right all night is jab. That's where the trouble starts, right like now.
Hasn't been able to get really inside on Lewis where he wants to be.
Well, here's a chance as Lewis backs into a corner.
Good head movement, good shoulder movement.
And Lewis,
but
at
he's
least
still
in
got-
recent years, has been the epitome of that.
He's moving
Steps
now
away.
successfully to.
But you've always talked about how a big man should.
There you are. Don't go over on that side. Stay away from that side and jab it.
So the way to move for Lennox is to his own left. Tua is able to land a couple of shots to the body as Lewis moves off the rope. Hard shots to the body. And now Joe Cortez tells Tua to keep him up.
Moves to left. If you want to clown, clown to his right.
It's often because he waits and does not stay aggressive with his jab.
Now Lewis is throwing shots. That's what you want to do. It's a lot easier to throw shots and take
holds him, and the Tua crowd boos because they know that their scorer, Harold Letterman. How do you have it through the first 3?
29, 28, David Tua. First of all, let me say this much. At the beginning of the fight, you have to start the fight in the corner. So the damage in rounds 2 and 3 was done by David Tua. He won rounds.
Lewis started out aggressively. That's what you want to do. Make this little guy try to... Lewis can step in and keep his hands in position without holding.
Lewis threw only 43 punches by CompuBox numbers in the third round. Much more effective. He is so much better. Crowd booing as Lewis uses the space in this
Ready to shoot. You just can't decide what to do next. Once Lewis' body touches
But he's been known in the past to fight at this pace early in the fight to get Lewis's title.
That's right.
I mean, but he's not coming hard enough.
Closer.
But he's been known.
But they still may feel as though their man, with his constant aggression and the fact that he lands more thunderously through the first 3 rounds than Lennox, what they want is winning the fight.
Lennox is doing a good job of not allowing him to get close.
Round 4 of Lewis's 80 connected punches, 61 in power shots with an edge. That's what Harold Letterman was talking about. Been giving 2 of the first 3 rounds to David.
This tactical fight right now.
In fact, Lewis considerably more cautious early. The total dominance has been saying all along, this is a different kind of
He's zeroed
This is
in
an
real
entirely
low because Tua decided to stand straight for a second as he followed him.
As he found himself in the corner, and there's another right hand that he pops David on the top of the head with. Lewis leaped the head top of Tua.
Now Lewis is finding a certain amount of comfort level that Tua is
Pops him
allowing to have.
upstairs with his own right.
If you're going to follow the puncher, hit him now. Even if you miss,
Champion is starting to throw his right hand with much greater frequency here in this round. Tua pops him. Hugely effective punch, and it was particularly in the second Holyfield fight. Is he waiting to set it up?
Well, he's waiting. Tua, you don't want to hurt your hand, so he's trying to do it accurately. And sometimes if you just throw it, you'll be surprised.
Lewis looking tactically in control now toward the end of round 5. Lewis buys him with a counter right. Low blow, body set, he sticks to it twice with the jab. No warning for Cortez.
Going to the body.
You heard Emmanuel Stewart say to Lewis, you were fighting a master.
He's lost. If Lewis has something, he's lost.
Let's go.
Now you go. You got to be reckless. Lead with your hooks. Can't just take the title away from a good champion like this.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine, even though Harold Letterman has Tua ahead on the scoreboard.
That's what brings in a lot of power that Tua may not have tasted before, because this guy comes from
Now
all
Lewis back to the round 1 action. Pop, pop, pop with the
It
jab.
appears it's square on the jaw.
There was a big feeling, as you were starting to get to a moment ago, Larry, and Tua's behind, that they'd be able to wear him down over a long haul.
Now, Lewis was trying to tear him back. This is the fight Tua being hit that time.
It would appear that if the fight's going to make Lewis's stand up
in the late rounds yet, he's got to
I
start
want you to
doing
know,
it right
when
now.
you're shaky and you don't, he allows him to recover. You hit him hard.
Well, that goes back to what Larry said a little while ago, that Tua's landing 1 punch at a time, not in bunches, using the crazy jab there.
Tua's trying to get Lewis back over. He needs to walk on over to Lewis' left and make him go back over there.
There were concerns that hair might get into Lewis's eyes. It appears to be coming almost down into Tua's eyes.
Probably spars like that all the time.
Sheepdog look. He's had that hair for the last couple of years.
Once you see him take his glove and move his hair backwards, then you know.
Hadn't happened yet.
Straight right hand from Lewis. Punching downward, George.
No, he picks that head up, jabs it, and the head comes up, and he throws the right hand. Tua better keep his head a little lower, even when he's jabbing. Make him hit your forehead right up top.
Both corners are more assertive in this round. Let's see what happens.
Harold,
The hardest shots to win the next 3. Lennox did never let us snap. But certainly in round 6, David trying to move Lennox up. Lennox popped him with jabs to, to decidedly win 5 and 6.
2 for Lewis.
And Ronnie Shields didn't seem to think that David Tua was even in the fight. He told him in round 6, you're losing the fight. They want more activity from David Tua here.
I don't know if it's a factor here. He's young enough. He doesn't appear to be as quick as he did a couple of years ago.
Larry is not the way this
against
guy
Ibeabuchi is throwing 35 punches around against Lewis.
Lewis jabs him, touches him to move him to his left, and he's jabbing him. That's the problem here.
Against. Now this isn't pretty. Boxing fans see the sustained aggression, but Lennox Lewis to win tonight and look sensational the next time.
He's fighting the kind of fight that got him here. Very strong fighter, and give the other fighter his best chance.
Including a right hand right there.
Remember, Tua has the puncher's chance. And we said that earlier.
Ibeabuchi turned to the fight.
Tua came out of his corner with a vicious combination to the body and now falls back into the
right
right.
foot too far behind him. Just step on up there. Step on up to the plate. Now he's on the ropes. Jump him, jump him.
There you go. Right and left of the body. Goes in with a right jazz watching closely. But I must say, Lennox is taking the body shot without showing
Most
any
weight on his right foot. You've got to get closer. Step up in there. Put the feet together to cause him to breathe hard.
Now Lennox.
Once you get close, you stay close.
Could it be, George,
Lennox
that David
right
Tua
hand
is himself in there?
No doubt about it, but he's tasted some of that right hand, and the right hand that Lewis has comes from another direction. It's like dropping a
Lands for Lewis.
pin from
Lewis hasn't put a three-punch combination together, but by and large, he really hasn't had to. Jab and move, jab and move, jab, move to the left,
putting the
jab,
pressure on
move
him,
to the
making him
left.
breathe hard. Shakes, bakes, doesn't do anything else.
Fight in Madison Square Garden. I'll bet you the CompuBox numbers aren't all that different either. Lennox Lewis is giving a boxing lesson to David Tua. Ironically placid exterior of the heavyweight champion from Kitchener. And you heard what Ronnie Shields thinks about the fight.
Yeah, this is the point where Tua has always...
One thing I just can't understand. Him up against all of the training in it. Who cares? You can't come out of this fight looking pretty on you, and that's the only way you're going to do it with Lewis. You got to sacrifice.
Fight like minutes are passing, and it does. Well, dated by the size and the right hand of the champion. Maybe he doesn't have to do much. And you have to wonder how many of them have been intimidated. That's why.
He decided to use it.
If he throws it with consistency, forget
Tua's
it. How are you
got to
going to
be
beat
involved. Once those exchanges start, he's got to mix it up. That
Left
means
hook for
Lewis
Tua.
is close
He
enough.
knows that the left hook is
Fight
David,
publicity.
virtually his
You've
only
only got one thing that can win you this fight. I've got a whole arsenal. He realizes that he's just not going to see this storm of aggression that Tua and his people.
Let him go clean. Let him go. Let him go.
Tua's face beginning to swell, just as Holyfield's face swelled in the first fight with Lewis.
That's great.
If a team has a great passing attack, you made them beat you with the passing and vice versa. You take away the strength.
Can't be afraid to fight for the title.
And there's the uppercut for the first time, and Lewis landed the right, came back with the uppercut. Best combination of the fight. Tua rolled into the ropes.
Yeah, but he paid a heavy price to get his in.
You must pay that price, even if you get
Lewis, David Tua stopped fighting it basically at the end of
around four. A couple of things we have to bring in here. One is the weight. We don't know how much it's affected him. That Tua is unable to spar for the last week of his training because of a body shot. See it. I heard it from a pretty good source.
This kid. Don't take anything from Lennox. And he's about 30, what, Larry?
35.
He's saying he's losing because of his tactical command and his physical superiority.
How you go, Tua?
You can't get just as I say somebody like this by fighting the kinds of guys Tua fought.
Yeah, they got into the position and they froze the ball for 2 years.
And this is too big a step up. Tua becoming a tactical wipeout.
Well, it's a desperation time. You never can.
Don't come up with excuses. When Muhammad Ali whipped me, same thing. I had a bunch of them. And
David Tua is very, however, is very disappointing.
He's going to beat him. They came up with excuses. But when you lose, you lose. When you win, same thing.
And he's showing it again here. And that's why the crowd is booing. This is not an overwhelmingly popular heavyweight
to try to take the title.
Lands a good left hook and doesn't do anything else.
For this moment, a virtually unbeatable one.
Well, if there's any booze, it should be for
Tua. All he has to do is just dive in with a right hand and throw a left hook with all this. That's what he's doing. That's what the kind of fight you need to fight with a puncher like that. Play games, afraid to take a chance.
He's afraid to take a chance. Even with his trainer, fire punches, flurry. This is going to be another round in which Tua will throw.
He might wear the older, much bigger guy down.
Lennox Lewis is...
His problems in the late rounds is he didn't make Lewis work hard enough in the early rounds.
As we reach the end of the 11th round, 3 minutes to...
David Tua is 8 years old for this chance. He's been disappointing up to now in 3 minutes.
You know, Jim, In rounds 9 and 11, Lennox showed us the three-punch combination. Watch for that three-punch combination, because heavyweights normally can't do that, and Lennox does it beautifully.
To Mike Tyson against Lennox Lewis. Risk more. And I have this is not a style preview to Tyson Lewis, because Mike would just be a heck of a lot more rambunctious. You agree, George? Tyson would be more rambunctious. Maybe those people who are filling the exits now are the New Zealanders.
Lennox Lewis